Hello, I am Atrisa Roberts of Curo Private Wealth, and I want to take just a moment to highlight a topic that is becoming more common in my conversations with clients and prospects, and that is around the financial impacts of choosing to be child free. I recently read an article online highlighting a 2021 Pew Research Center survey about the growing number of childless adults in the U.S. who have no plans to start a family. Birth rates dropped significantly during the COVID-19 pandemic, and it seems that downward trend is continuing. According to this survey, 44% of non-parents ages 18 to 49 say that they are not at all likely to ever have children. And this is not just single women or single men. Many couples are also opting to be child-free, especially now that the social pressures of having children are starting to lessen. What this does is create a unique circumstance that requires a non-traditional approach. Most of traditional financial planning is based around the idea of accumulating assets to then spend down in retirement and eventually transfer to the next generation. While traditional planning may no longer fit the bill for child-free people, it does not mean that planning is not critical to their financial success. It just means that taking a more non-traditional approach and considering many topics through a different lens is often warranted. One of those is insurance coverages. Now, while not unlikely, it is less likely that a child-free person will need traditional term life insurance. Disability insurance, however, becomes more of a priority for them. Many child-free people may be wondering who will care for me as I age. This encourages a more in-depth conversation around long-term care planning and a review of products like long-term care insurance. While transferring assets to the next generation may not be critical to child-free people, estate planning is. Considering who will make the decisions for you when you are unable to make them for yourself become even more pressing when there's no obvious next of kin. You want to be sure that estate documents are in place, like wills and trusts, health directives, or powers of attorney, to be sure that your wishes are carried out in whatever community you create of decision makers in your life. And of course, there's the question of what to do with the assets that you accumulated over a lifetime. This can be a more complicated question for childless people. You may be philanthropic and want to leave an estate to charity, or you may be someone who wants to die with zero, having spent every penny during your lifetime. In either case, planning for the decumulation and transfer of your assets are also important even as a person who has decided to not have children. Now, while this decision is becoming more popular, it is still a non-traditional lifestyle choice. I would encourage you, if you are a person opting to be child-free, to work with professionals who can help guide you through the nuances of the choice that you've made. Financial advisors and estate planning attorneys can be really essential to helping to navigate the unique circumstances. If you have questions, please feel free to drop them in my comments below. I love engaging with the community here on LinkedIn. And of course, if you have any interest in Curo Private Wealth and the planning work that we do, especially in non-traditional circumstances, please feel free to contact me or send me a message here on LinkedIn. Until next time.